With the TIDEFALL update, we got a bunch of new rods like the Thalasser's Ruin, Fallen Rod, Coral Rod, etc. But 4 of the new rods that were released are only unlocked through crafting. And let me just say, some of these rods have requirements that took players over 2 days to figure out. So in today's video, we're going to go over all of the new rods, how to craft them, and over their stats and passives. Before we head over to Ancient Archives, if you want to be part of the OG 1000, make sure to subscribe before it is too late and join my community Discord, linked in the description. Anyways, let's hop in. And here we are inside of Ancient Archives, where if you go ahead and walk over here to the crafting table, you will see the 4 brand new rods. We have Dead Man's Rod, Tide Mourner Rod, Requiem Rod, and Anchor and Chain Rod. To start, I will be going over the Dead Man's Rod. Warning, this is the hardest rod to craft by far, so make sure to cancel your plans for at least the next day. Now, the first ingredient is the Dead Man's Tentacle. In order to obtain this, you will need to wait for a Sunken Chest event. This event spawns every hour in relevance to the server's uptime. To access the server's uptime, just go over here to settings and enable this. Server info UI is enabled. So on, and right here in my case, my server has been up for 19 minutes as I am in a private server, which means that when this reaches 1 hour, the Sunken Chest event will spawn in my server. I'm not sure what the chances for the tentacle are from the Sunken Chests, as Fisch has not been updated yet, but yeah, this is going to be a grind. The next item you will need is a Dead Man's Treasure. The Dead Man's Treasure is obtained from treasure chests. Now obviously treasure chests are obtained from treasure maps, which you can fish up anywhere with a small chance. If you want to go ahead and grind out some treasure maps, make sure you use a rod with scavenger enchant, as it will give you a higher chance for items such as the treasure map. Again, the chances are unknown for the treasure map as Fisch has not been updated, but I will let you know in the pinned comments as soon as it is. The third ingredient is a Putrid Seaweed. Putrid mutation is available from the Putrid enchant at a 2% chance, and you get the Putrid enchant from Twisted Relics, which you can buy from Merlin for 500k a pop. As for seaweed, it is a trash tier item which can be caught mostly anywhere. I recommend using magnet bait and any rod with low luck such as Bowen Blade. Now finally, for the last ingredient, you will need a Dead Man's Wood. Now, in order to get the wood, you want to come over to the Thalasser's secret room. If you don't know how to get here, watch my last video on the Thalasser's Ruin Rod. But anyway, once you're here, you can see the water right here, the entrance. Once you're here, you want to take a right. And right here on that ledge, you want to go ahead and jump up there using Hyperbike or a coil. And on the ledge, you will find the Dead Man's Wood for 1,000 coins. Now, back over here at Ancient Archives, I will not read the stats and passives of the Dead Man's Rod, as I have a life and I'm not trying to waste it. Oh, by the way, you will need 5 million coins to go ahead and craft the rod. But as for the stats, lure speed is 95%, luck is 300%, which is crazy. Control is 0, resilience 0, and the max kg is infinite. Now, as for the passives, if we come over to the Fisch wiki, we can see the passives are after 50% of the progress is completed, tentacles will randomly hit the fish, granting plus 10 progress. 50% chance to obtain one of the 5 mutations: Tentacle Surge, Sunken, Greedy, Wrath, and Atlantean, with all of the mutations having equal chances, which means 10% chance for each mutation. Overall, I think the rod has pretty good stats. If you have time, go ahead and go for the rod. It's really good. But anyways, let's go over to the next rod, Tide Mourner. Next up is the Tide Mourner rod, which compared to Dead Man's Rod has way easier requirements, with the first one being 3 Tide Essence. If you don't know, I explained how to get Essence in my last video on the Thalasser's Ruin Rod, so make sure to watch that. Moving on to the next item, we have 5 Iron Chunks. Iron Chunks are a common item found at the Mineshaft in Sunstone. They favor magnet bait, so make sure you have that equipped. Third item is the Tide Mourner Head, which can be bought at TIDEFALL. Real quick, over at TIDEFALL, you can see the Tide Mourner Head right beside me. That is the entrance, and this is the merchant with the Tide Mourner Head right here. You can purchase it for 750,000 coins. Now, for the final ingredient required to craft the Tide Mourner rod, we have the Mourned Moonstone. You can't tell what the mutation is, but I already know it is the Mourned Moonstone. Moonstone is found inside of meteors at a 1% chance, or you can find them at the daily shop or your personal aquarium. As for the Mourn mutation, you will need to appraise for it, with the chances unknown as of right now. And with 1.2 million coins, as you can see right here, you can go ahead and craft the rod. These stats on this rod are 50% lure speed, 250% luck, 0.4 control, 0 resilience, and infinite max kg. And again, over here at the Fisch wiki, we can see the passives are higher cast power will cause a harder slam, granting initial progress. This means the higher quality your cast is, like perfect and amazing, you will have a harder slam, granting more progress on the bar. Perfect casts have a 50% chance to stun the fish for 5 seconds, and when the fish is on the bar for 5+ seconds straight, a hammer will hit the fish, stunning it and granting progress. This means if you keep the fish inside of the bar for 5 seconds straight, you will get additional progress. The next rod on the list is Requiem rod, which has the first ingredient listed as 5 Requiem Essence. Again, I explain how to get essence in my Thalassar ruin video, so make sure you watch that on my channel. But anyways, the next item is a Requiem core. So the Requiem core is obtained through a quest over here at Sunken Reliquary. This highlighted magical diver will go ahead and give you a quest. When you talk to him, the first quest he gives you will be for a fallen flying grenard. The fallen mutation can be obtained through the fallen rod, which can be bought in TIDEFALL at the beginning. And the flying grenard is a fish found in the Sunken Reliquary with the legendary rarity and the favored bait as shrimp. Once you catch that and turn it in, he will next ask you for an omnithal. The omnithal is the exotic fish for this area, as you can see right here, and you can spawn it in as a hunt with sundials. Once you turn that in, you will go ahead and get the Requiem core. The next ingredient is an awakened omnithal. Again, you can catch an omnithal at the Sunken Reliquary, but the awakened omnithal is the secret version of the omnithal, just like how the profane leviathan is a secret variation of the leviathan. So good luck spawning it in. Finally, you will need a fossilized plesiosaur. The plesiosaur is caught in TIDEFALL in the secret gate room, which I explain how to access in my full guide to the TIDEFALL update on my channel, so make sure you watch that. But anyways, you can spawn it in using sundials, and as for the fossilized mutation, you can just appraise for it very easily. And then with 15 million coins, you can go ahead and craft this rod. The stats on the rod are 120 progress speed, 277 luck, 0.1 control, and 63% resilience with 1.5 million max kg. These stats are very good, but also with the passive, we have a 20% chance to double caught fish. And the duplicated fish have a 100% chance for one of the doubled fish to have a Requiem mutation, which is a 9.8x, and 1.8x the fish size. And the other duplicated fish has the husk mutation, which is 0.15x multiplier, which decreases the value of the fish, and a 0.2x size. During the catching minigame, every click while the fish is on the bar gives plus 7% progress, but if you spam the click too fast, it would delete the fish and end the minigame. Again, this is a very good rod. Now the final and by far the easiest rod to craft is the anchored chain rod. I have already crafted the rod, as you can see right here, so I will go ahead and read the stats to you right now. Negative 100% lure speed, 50 luck, 0.5 control, 100 resilience, and 5 million kg with a negative 10 progress speed. In order to craft the rod, all you need is 1 anchor and 10 scrap metal, and also 5,000 coins. Both anchor and scrap metal can be caught using crab cages in the TIDEFALL area. And now let's move on to the passives. So as for the passive, if you have not watched my short on my channel yet, every time you catch a fish, you will get 2 extra fish with it. So as you can see right there, I got 3 fish in just 1 reel. If you also use glitch potion, you can get 4 fish at once. And someone in my comments even suggested using anomalous enchant and void gloves. So if you go ahead and test it out, please let me know and tag me in your video. But anyways, that's it for the anchor and chain rod. So we have gone over all of the 4 new craftable rods and all of their stats and passives. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. This is your only chance to be part of the OG 1000, so don't miss out. Anyways, I will see you in the next one.